Lutyens, Delhi. On December 15, 1911, Emperor George V and Queen Mary laid the foundation stone for a new capital right where the Delhi Darbar was organized. A few days ago, at the Darbar, the king had announced the change of capital from Calcutta to Delhi. It was widely thought that the Darbar grounds would be where the new capital would come up, considering it was where three important British darbars had been held because of its proximity to civil lines and other British properties. Edwin Landseer Lutyens was appointed chief architect, and he was then joined in the endeavour by friend and former colleague Herbert Baker. The architects were asked to pay their respects to the king at Buckingham Palace, where he suggested that the new capital could be built on the ridge and not on the Darbar ground. Ultimately, Raisina Hill was chosen as the spot with the main avenue, which was now known as the Central Vista Avenue or the Kartavya Path, facing the Indraprastha or the Old Fort. Built at a cost of rupees 13 crore, the new capital was inaugurated in 1931. Edwin Lutyens and Herbert Baker went back a long way. They had worked together in the same architectural firm at the beginning of their careers and were friends. However, their long standing friendship was stretched to breaking point by the strain of their differences over the project. The points of disagreement, which were expressed through angry exchanges by post, included the location and shape of Council House, that is, Parliament House. The Council House was originally meant to be a part of the complex that is now the Rashtrapati Bhavan. However, the Montague-Chelmsford reforms of 1919 necessitated the construction of a bigger independent complex. Baker had drawn up a triangular design. The plan was to have a building in the shape of an equilateral triangle. The three sides would have housed the Legislative Assembly, the Council of State, and the Chambers of Princes. At the center would have been an imposing dome. However, Lutyens staunchly opposed the triangular design. He felt it did not fit in the larger scheme of things. He insisted that the building be based on a circular colosseum design. On 10th January 1920, the new capital committee decided in favor of Lutyens' idea. He said in response, "I have got the building where I want it and the shape I want it." Baker admitted that he had been declared out. Baker's plan had also been more grandiose and the scale was reduced in the reworked design. Lutyens and Baker were at loggerheads with regard to the gradient of the slope down from the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Baker had won the debate on the issue of the gradient, much to the angst of Lutyens, who wrote to his wife Emily, "I am having difficulty with Baker. You remember the perspectives showing the secretaries with government house beyond? Well, he has designed his levels so that You will never see government house at all from the great palace. You will see only the top of the dome. Baker's view was that the two secretariat blocks, that is, North and South Block, and the government house in the center should form one high platform expressing the importance of unity of the Viceroy with his government. Renowned author and editor Kushwan Singh has written about the Indians who had sensed the opportunities that the capital shift from Calcutta to Delhi would bring. They joined the exercise as contractors, architects, and engineers. Among them were Kushwan's ancestors, whom he described as experienced businessmen who went on to become the first residents of the new capital. The British gave them due credit by inscribing their names on stone slabs in the alcoves of South and North blocks. The South block has 5 names starting with his father, Sobha Singh, and the North block has a list of architects and engineers including his father-in-law, Teja Singh Malik, who was the first Indian head of the Central Public Works Department. His ancestors had land in Shahpur district of Punjab, and they had worked on constructing railway lines in Punjab, including the Kalka Simla railway line. Kushwan's father, Sir Sobha Singh's first contract in Delhi was to level the land for Delhi Darbar. It was said that he controlled so much land in the city that he was called Adi Dilli Ka Malik, owner of half Delhi. He went on to construct some of the capital's iconic buildings such as South Block, the All India House, Scindia House, Regal Building, and a number of blocks in Connaught Place. He was knighted by the British. Kushwan's father-in-law, Teja Singh Malik, was among the most prominent Indian engineers. He too was knighted for his services. Like Kushwan's kin, there were many others who left their homes in Punjab and came to Delhi looking for opportunities in the new capital. Baisakha Singh was the contractor for North Block and also some of the official and private residences. Narayan Singh was part of the team that made arrangements for the coronation darbar and laid the roads. Dharam Singh got the contract to supply stone for the project from the quarries in Dholpur, Agra, and other places. Lakshman Das, who was from Sindh, worked on the council house, which later became the parliament. It took 17 years to complete the project. These pioneering men amassed huge fortunes and became the first families of New Delhi. Thank you for listening. However, Lutyens staunchly opposed the triangular design. Here, staunchly means strongly. Lutyens and Baker were at loggerheads with regard to the gradient of the slope down from the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Be at loggerheads means to strongly disagree with someone. Baker had won the debate on the issue of the gradient, much to the angst of Lutyens. Angst, A-N-G-S-T, angst means strong worry and unhappiness, especially about personal problems. The British gave them due credit by inscribing their names on stone slabs in the alcoves of South and North blocks. Alcove, A-L-C-O-V-G, alcove means a hollow in the wall of a room or garden. Thank you for listening.